Hello and welcome to Coastal Crafts. So yes, I'm back with another haul, and I know people go, how do you manage to buy so much stuff? Well, partly I can tell you that Mr. Coastal Crafts keeps telling me the craft room is going to fall through the ceiling. Partly I do give various craft items to the kiddie winkles at school, so I kind of try and move it on. And yeah, I do just have a lot of stuff. But then I don't smoke, I rarely drink, no holidays for us this year, which saves quite a bit of money. And there we go. I've worked incredibly hard, as you can imagine, for coronavirus. It's all been quite stressful. So this is kind of my way of making myself feel better, which does make me sound like a complete hoarder, doesn't it, when you turn to this to make you feel better, but such is life. Anyway, let's get started. So I popped into Aldi after seeing someone's haul on YouTube. I think it was Sarah Monaghan, is it? And she went in and showed all the crafty stuff they have on offer. And I popped in and I did pick up this Disney Animals Fat Quarters. And you're probably thinking, well, what did you make with the Harry Potter half fat quarters that you bought not so long ago? And yes, that's a good question, so we won't comment on that any further. Look at her, she's so gorgeous, and obviously I like dogs, we know this. And look at these ones. And even though they're very pinky, I still think my nephew will probably like some little goodies in these little bags, because he also loves dogs, of course, being in our family, and actually most of the family, to be honest. So even the older members, I'm sure will appreciate. So this one I'll probably use to make like a little goodie bag for my nephew. And I mentioned in my last video how I've got a new baby nephew as well. And I'm so not a person who's like pink for girls and blue for boys. I'm like all colours for all people. So any of those could become a baby thing. Yes, I do sew, not that often, but I do sew. I've got a lovely sewing machine. I love it very much. And also they're good for die cutting. So those are Disney ones. They were $4.99. I think they did have some fat quarters that were $3.99, but they'd all sold out when I got there for ones that weren't licensed, but love those. They also had Wonder Woman and Mickey and Minnie. I do normally like Mickey and Minnie stuff, but they just weren't jumping out at me this time. And Wonder Woman would be cute if I made some stuff for my friends, but I kind of knew I was never going to get around to doing that. So at least I was honest with myself. So I got a $4.99. They had a glue gun holder sort of kit. So yes, I've already got one of these. It came in a box, but I left the box downstairs. But I'm going to have a second one here because I have real issues with my glue gun going everywhere. And this looks like it was going to be much bigger than the other mat that I've got. I'm going to try and get the tape off. So I literally bought these about an hour ago. Yeah, this is a nice big mat. It's gonna be, and the good thing about these glue gun mats is they genuinely, like the glue genuinely does not stick to them. So this is very useful when you get stuff everywhere. You can imagine that I'm a messy crafter by seeing my hands most of the time. Look at the size of this one. That's a big man, isn't it? That's what we're talking about. So when I'm doing glue gun projects, this is going to literally be all over my workspace. When I'm cutting, this comes off, and when I'm inking, the one underneath. Love that. So I got that. It came with that. This is for $4.99, and then it came. I was mostly buying it because I like the mat, and it was useful to have a second doodah. It came with this and these, and there should be one more. Yep. So these ones are obviously finger protectors. I've not got the biggest fingers. That's probably better for me. Maybe it's a thumb one. I think I don't have the biggest fingers, and now I'm realising that's the thumb one. I don't know whether I'd use that, but they're there should that happen. Actually, a good time to use that would be embossing. I don't know if anyone else does this, so to go on the other hand. When I hold the embossing gun, I also hold my piece of paper just by having tweezers, and then my fingers gradually heat up to a point of burning. So I'll possibly use those. I wasn't that fussed about those. And then it came with this. And I mean, this I will use for like stenciling as a spatula. But I'm not quite sure what it's used at in the context of a glue gun. because I can't imagine, you don't normally spread glue gun glue, do you? Well, I don't. Tell me what you think about that. I mean, I use it as a spatula, as I say, for other things. But yeah, in that context, I'm not sure. So keep me updated. Also, $4.99 are the 100 pack of hot glue melt sticks. And you know that I'm absolutely obsessed with coloured glue and moulds. So basically heating it up and putting it into moulds. What I liked about this is you've got loads of each individual colour. In other packs, you just get about 5 of each colour. And obviously you run, when you're doing it, when you're putting it into moulds, you use up quite a few for each mould. So I thought that was a pretty good value for 100 for £5. It's possibly a tiny bit cheaper than eBay. So that was cool. And the last thing I got from Aldi's craft event, and I presume it runs until maybe Thursday, and then they might start selling it off, that'd be good, is 10 large fabric clips. I've already got a load of fabric clips. Well, I've already got 10. They are smaller actually, but they're really useful. They're also useful for holding together projects when you're waiting for them to glue, if you're doing paper projects, but obviously you'd want to put a little bit of paper in between so you don't get the marks of the feet. But these are obviously an alternative, not obviously, but they are an alternative to pins when you're working with sewing, and I really like clips. I use clips loads at school and I use clips loads at home. But why didn't I get more green? Green is my favourite colour and I got mostly yellow. Well, what can we say about that? Put that over recycling. So yeah, that's what I picked up from, name of the shop, Aldi. I've got another one of these because I just really like the flowers, £2 in the range. I've had those before. Just quickly looking to see, yeah. And then on eBay, talking about eBay, I picked up some stamps. They are by personal impressions, and as soon as you see the designs, you will understand. Trying to find the better background. It's all right like that. White, I got them. So there's Paris. It's one big stamp. Look at that. And I love Paris. I love Paris. And then I got San Francisco, where we went on holiday last summer. Love San Francisco. Although I love it more like 20 years ago than I do now. It's gone a little bit too touristy for my liking, but I still love San Francisco. And then where else do I love? New York. I went a couple of years ago. I love New York. £5 I think I paid for those, and that's because of all the happy memories. And I shall probably make Mr. Coastal Crafts, one of his birthday cards will be from one of the places we've been to. So they're very special and sentimental to us. Talking about from eBay, yes, it's more punches. This was a punch bundle, and they're very shiny, so I will take it out in a minute. So first of all, I've got some all 5 in the one bundle. I've got some Martha Stewart punches, and look, it's a nice flower punch. I did make one. Where is she? Look, how pretty is that? But I'll show you. I feel like I've got more space now rearranged. My craft desk. So it's not a perfect flower, like all the petals aren't the same shape, and I guess that's to try and be like all realistic. Really like that. It's good size. That's probably an inch. Then we have the leaf, and the idea, I've been wanting a leaf punch for a while so I can make lots of little wreaths for Christmas without losing the will to live by die cutting it. Does that come out? This is really thick cardstock. There we go. This is adorable, scoreable. Look at that. Absolutely love it. So absolutely love those 2. Then I saw this was in the bundle. It's Little People. This is not the best cardstock to show it on. Look at that. It's a family of little people. Mummy, daddy, big sister, big brother, little sister. How cool is that? I just absolutely love that. And then from the Stampin' Up ones that came with it was this one. This was one I was the least interested in, but actually now I've got it, I'm like, oh, I quite like those hands. They're those vintage hands. I never really know how to use them in projects, but other people seem to use them, so there we go. This piece of card's not really big enough, but we'll try our hardest. Yeah, it wasn't quite big enough. So that's a terrible demonstration. We'll just get some more card out. Arrow, arrow, hand, hand. They're quite nice for scrapbooking. And this one I was quite excited to see because I've got the stamp set I was given very kindly by a subscriber. Was I given by a subscriber? Yeah. When I bought some of the Hobbycraft trolley items of them. They gave me the stamp set that went with this. So I have the stamp set and now I have the punch. I haven't had a chance to play with it yet, but I can show you how it punches. Birdie, birdie wing, and the birdie sits on the leaf. I love it. I love them all. I really do. I'm just obsessed with punches. So they can sit there. From a Facebook group that I'm in, I just picked up a few goodies this week. So she puts goodies on every week. Some flowers. So there's absolutely loads of them. So I'm going to like keep one set and share the rest out in Happy Mail. That's paper flowers. A big bundle of foam flowers. So these are the foam ones. So they're like the ones that you get from AliExpress, but obviously I didn't have to wait the time out to receive them. How pretty. That's perfect for a wedding card, isn't it? Although I don't know when weddings are going to happen at this rate. Not me personally. I just mean family members with coronavirus. But yeah, I got those. So some of those to keep and some to share. And then lastly, from the Facebook group, I got some flower forming foam in the poppy red. Basically, I want to cut out poinsettias for Christmas in red. I've got other colours, got lots of white, and I tried ink in the white, but I wasn't liking the outcome. I think I need to use a different ink, but this is a really nice vibrant colour. So hopefully for Christmas crafting, I shall be making some foam poinsettias. Then I did another bundle from eBay. Yeah. It was a tonic bundle that somebody was selling. And in this bundle, basically all this stuff was new and it all came in packaging, but I've taken some of it out of the packaging. The one thing I was really keen on was a lovely little tonic guillotine. So this is a Tim Holtz guillotine. So the whole bundle was £20 and this was included in it. And I was quite excited to get my 8.5-inch trimmer because I love my big trimmer, but it takes up a bit more space on the desk. So this one I can just be like, quong, stick it under, and look how easily you just line it up and I can see exactly where it's cutting. Just such a smooth cut, just such a clean, smooth cut. So I'm absolutely in love with my new tonic guillotine. I've cleared a special place for it to live in my craft room over there. So that's what I got there. Bear in mind, it's all part of one single bundle. The bundle also came with, these aren't overly useful to me as I already own both of these, but I probably keep them until my other ones run out. A medium tipped glue pen and a chunky glue pen. And a load of dies. So this die set, the Festive Flurry tent box. I've not even opened it up yet, but I will do. I'm going to make some little Christmas bags. I might also make some Halloween bags. It came with these two I have opened. This one Metro, so used for Paris crafting, riding on the Paris Metro. Where is that one cut out? Love it. And you could also, with that, if you don't want to cut the Metro word into it, you've just got that as a sentiment frame. And then this one is the Swirl Flurry gift tag die, which comes in 2 different pieces. And look how pretty that is, a really different shape for a tag die. So those 2 I have tried out. And it also came with this one. I'm really excited to try this one out, the Cinnamon Wreath die set. So you get a backing layer, you've got the layer that's got all the bits in, and then you get extra few pieces which appear to match up so that you can layer it up and have a layered wreath. As I said, I've not had a chance to cut it out or try it, so I'll try and show you if I get around to that at some point. Came with a Merry Christmas die set. Not overly, you know, it's not groundbreakingly exciting, but I'll open it up so we can have a quick look and see what it looks like. Oh. What do you do with these, eh? What do you do with them? Oh, in the range I did pick up some more magnetic sheets because I've got all these dies. I didn't bother to show you that because I'm sure you know what a magnetic sheet looks like. So there we go. Really big actually. Would that fit across one of my cards? Possibly a 5x7 card, 6x6 card it would. Anything smaller, you probably have to go landscape. This one I was quite excited because I've wanted this one. I've seen people make some lovely things. So it makes little tabs. And I'm quite excited to use that. I could try that out today. And it came with these. So this is a candy cane frame. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to try it out. Until I try it out, it's not going to mean much to you. If I manage to try it out before I upload this video, I will stick pictures at the end. And this one is a holly vine frame. And then there were a couple of dot and drop dies. Never tried these ones. And there were some duplicates, like duplicates of these dies, which I'm going to be sharing out in Happy Meal. And you don't need to see duplicates because they're basically the same thing. And the final thing that I bought was off Facebook. And basically, I could not say no to this. Thank you, Anne. It's clearly from a person called Anne. They are Lily of the Valley stamps. And the one I wanted was this one. Oriental Girls Companion Set. Look. I'm still obsessed with the Orient and wanting to go there on holiday, but the chances of going on holiday at the moment are looking slim to none. So we're not booking anything for 2021. I love them. I literally love them. And they came as a duo with these, which are letters. I don't do a lot with letter stamps, I have to admit, but they are very cute. So I ought to have a play with them. I mainly got it for that one really, but I will have a play with that one as well. I need to find a big enough pocket to store those in. So well done if you made it to the end of that haul, because that was a jumbo haul. Time for a rest. Speak to you soon. Bye.